found us. More podcast, where we want you to know God more deeply, find lasting freedom, discover your destiny, and make an eternal difference.
Do you remember?
Now.
Do you remember last week?
What about?
Wow. Hunter was He's like, every time I walk into this room, I feel like I need a Red Bull. I was like, it is like real life Pavlov's dogs.
I've
like,
conditioned myself for my body wants a Red Bull when I walk into the.
I walk into the podcast studio and boy, I am tired and need caffeine.
Have you seen the garbage can out there? I mean,
Yeah, we need to do something with that.
it's like AA.
I mean, can we build a wall? I mean,
I know. Start stacking them as we get them
It's
in
like,
here.
yeah,
Like, you
your
know,
high school
when you're
bedroom, we save all the cans on the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it the same flavor every week?
No.
Or do you guys change it up?
I just drink Red Bull Zeros. That's
Pastor
what I do.
Hunter got me on Red Bull cereal.
Oh, they're good.
These are good, actually. I like this one better.
I do.
than the
I
other ones.
like it better than the
Mhm.
sugar free.
It's got monk fruit.
Sure.
Monk fruit.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
So it
just
sounds
like
healthier. It's not.
Tastes
though.
good.
Does the Aldi Red Bull?
I got addicted to those. I can't have those anymore. No.
The Aldi ones?
Yeah. Here's the deal. Red Bulls are expensive.
Oh yeah.
So it makes me not want to get them all the time.
Yeah.
But Red Thunder from Aldi is cheap.
Red Thunder.
And it's cheap, and you get a 12-pack real cheap, and you really shouldn't be down on a Red Bull every day.
No,
like your body
no.
should not get conditioned to that. But I can afford Red Thunder every day.
Red Thunder. That's hilarious.
Blowing thunder. I mean, Red Thunder.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Red
Where do they come
Thunder.
up with those names?
I don't know, but
Boy, have you ever had Aldi has some hitters, right? They have some great stuff.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
love Aldi.
I do too. I go there
okay,
all the
but the beef jerky from Aldi is absolute dog food.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
so
Right.
bad,
I
man.
agree. Sometimes they have name brand there, and then that's
Okay.
okay.
That's why it's in
But
the
you can't
dog
get
food
the Aldi
section.
ones.
And
Yeah, this is both and.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember the first time I tasted dog food as a kid. I'm not even kidding. That's weird to say. Diet Cola.
Yeah.
From Aldi. That's good stuff.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't
never
tried
tried
that
it.
one.
Yeah, Diet Cola from Aldi.
It's called Mountain Thunder. What is? No, I think that's the Mountain Dew one. Red
That's the
Thunder.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Okay,
Mountain
Red Thunder.
Red Thunder is
That's
the
your-
Red Bull one.
your Red Bull.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do that anymore.
You know
right?
you're on a
That's
pasture sour when you're buying Red Thunder.
Dude, Red Thunder, I'm gonna let you know right now.
Mountain Creek water.
It's a slippery slope. It's like the day I realized that I need a cup of coffee at 9 and then a Red Thunder at noon. I was like,
Yeah.
I might have a problem.
Yeah.
I'm addicted. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I'm glad nobody comes up here and sees our garbage can because it is full of.
Yeah, it's
All the
just,
stuff,
Just
yeah.
all the bad stuff.
All right. It's enough
yeah.
talking about my issues.
Well, I'm with you. I tend to do that too. I don't know why. You know, people always like all the nurses in this church love me so much. They always constantly pull me aside and say, "Listen, Pastor, we know you have heart problems and you shouldn't be drinking that. You're gonna
You
kill
do
yourself."
drink quite a few energy drinks,
do.
though, don't you? Daily?
I try to cut back. You know, I've been cutting back. Quite
Good
a
for
bit.
you.
But I tend to every now and like today. I'm here till like 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
at night.
right. It
So
is a
I'm
long day.
just gonna be pounding coffee in this to keep awake. And you know, then tomorrow night we got counseling till like 10. I'm like,
Sure.
there's no way I've got to have caffeine in my system. So
Yeah.
Do you like plan out your caffeine intake?
I do.
I've gotten to the point where I'm like, okay,
I got to be careful.
If I drink it now, I'll be
Yeah.
good until 9. But if I wait
Sure.
a little longer,
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
well, because you're sitting there at midnight,
Yeah.
looking at the TV, and you're like, I am not tired.
Yeah, I can't.
I've got to go to
Yeah.
sleep.
No.
And then if you go to bed, you're just doom scrolling, sitting there trying
Yeah.
to get to sleep. And, you know, my wife doesn't like the light in her face. So she's like, put that phone away.
I'm always like, well, might as well go downstairs and do some work.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Might as well get some stuff done.
There's
I
been
turn
times
the
where I've started
Xbox
painting at night.
on.
Huh?
I turn the Xbox on.
That's
I'm
a
not
good
doing
move.
Any work.
Have you checked out the new thing on? Well, it's probably not new to you, anybody else, but Amazon's got this thing called Loom, and it's all the Xbox video games on there.
Amazon has a thing called Loom.
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
different than Loom.
Northern
and Costco.
Michigan.
Oh, different than
Yeah.
the Loom marijuana thing.
Not
yeah.
that. Yeah,
but
okay, got
it's
it.
really cool.
Clear.
So it plays all the Xbox video games. You pay a subscription, like $10 a month, and all you have to do is have the
All the
controller.
games?
All the games. Everything that Xbox has, everything PlayStation
All
has
the
on
games.
there. Yeah.
Hunter, is that right?
Have you
All
done
the
it?
games?
What do you play it on?
All right.
I played it on my TV.
Yeah, no way. It's all the games.
No.
To run those things, you need like a spaceship. To
It's
run
got
some of those
Battlefront.
games.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got Battlefront 1 and 2 on there, which I have for PlayStation. And it has Halo. It has the first 3 Halos.
Well, okay, but maybe it's like retro. Yeah, music class is happening. In the
Okay.
balcony.
You
I
hear
was like, I
music?
feel like I hear an angelic sound from
Yeah,
like,
no, it's music class.
I'm thinking you might want to check it out. I mean, I have an Xbox and a PlayStation. that
I'll
my
take
kids
a look.
left me,
I'll
but
take a look.
It's worth it. I bought the controller the other day.
Yeah, we have the Game Pass thing, which is
Yeah,
similar.
so
but
good for
Xbox, but it's not every game.
I don't know.
Game Pass isn't great.
I don't know if I believe you fully.
The only one that I play on the Xbox now is Halo. I only play Halo.
I got fact check this one.
Okay, yeah.
You gonna fact check it for me? Yeah.
College football. That's
What?
I play. College football. That's what I play.
You play it on
Xbox, yeah.
Xbox? Yeah. I play that on my phone.
Yep. Although I will say, so I got married this weekend.
Yeah. Did you hear about this? Yeah, he's married, man. Do you have the
Married
ring on your
man.
hand?
I do. It's one size too big, so I keep losing it. So we got to figure that out. Like it like slide off my hand, but I got to figure that one out. But
It's because you're losing weight too.
well, I hope so.
So you need to get it sized down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so we've been moving stuff in, and Xbox has come in, and my son.
Have you put it out?
Yeah, my son. That was like the first thing. Theo was
course,
like,
yeah.
I gotta make
Yeah.
sure the Xbox is taken care of. But then, like all the knick-knacky stuff I'm learning, like, my wife
That never stops.
has stuff that I'm like, oh, what is this? There's lots of words, lots of sayings on little plaques. And one of them is it's like, start each day with a grateful heart.
Shut up.
Right. Start each
That's what I
day with
say.
a grateful heart.
Take that down.
But it is one of those Chinese made ones, so it's start each day, grateful heart. And it doesn't finish the
Nice.
thing.
Start each
So
day,
that
grateful heart.
is exactly what we are doing.
Don't-
Start
don't-
each day with grateful heart.
Don't start.
So Rachel saw it.
Get that
So-
gravy
no, but
train
here-
rolling. You can't stop it.
I promise you,
Hurrah!
my new mother-in-law goes, Rach, that is not correct. And I was like, yeah, we're keeping it forever. That will stay in the house now.
never going anywhere.
It's not leaving because start each day with grateful heart is the best thing to yell throughout the house.
You grateful?
Yeah,
Like
it's so
a fortune
fun.
cookie every morning.
Oh man,
Yeah,
is it
those
fun.
are worth it.
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
love a fortune cookie.
Those are thank you for
That's
Hobby
like
Lobby.
a thing at Hobby Lobby, right?
Yeah,
They're
oh, yeah.
misspelling and stuff, and yeah.
There was a sign, I can't remember where it was at, but it was at the Big Lots. I took a picture of it. It was last year, and before they shut down, and I took a picture of it, and I'm like, put it on a post on Facebook, and I'm like, is there anything wrong with the sign? And I knew there was because the sign didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, that's so cute. And I'm like, really? Read it again because it does not make any sense, And I don't even remember what it said anymore, but it kept cracking me up. I'm like, how do you not see that? People do that, You can read something and put the words in there,
Yep.
even though they're not there, and people are doing that.
Your brain can do it
Yeah,
itself.
your brain can do it itself.
Powerful thing.
It is. Yeah, so.
Do you know what else is powerful?
What is powerful?
The More podcast.
The more.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah.
Want me to do the introduction? Is that what you're trying to
Yeah,
tell me?
that's,
Oh,
what,
okay.
that's what I'm trying to get you to do.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to this week's podcast. Do you wonder why you take the time each week to listen to more podcasts? I'll tell you why. More stands for maximizing opportunities for right now and eternity. So stop asking why you listen. Just never forget to listen and pass it on. Today's spot is sponsored by Sugar. Because without it, surviving a long northern Michigan winter would require emotional stability, and none of us have that. Let's be honest, somewhere around mid-January, when the sun hasn't been seen since Thanksgiving, and your driveway has become a federally protected glacier, sugar stops being a treat and starts becoming a coping strategy.
Yeah.
Candy, cookies, gas station donuts that were technically baked during the Obama administration. Sugar doesn't judge. It doesn't ask questions. Alex, is that your third cinnamon roll? I'm not talking about it. Ted, why are you dipping Oreos in hot chocolate? I've seen him do that.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. No sugar, just whispers. You deserve this. It's 4:15 p.m. and the sun is already setting. Here in northern Michigan, we don't measure winters in months. We measure it in pounds of fudge consumed. And if you ever walked into a Petoskey fudge shop in February, you know exactly what we're talking about. That's not tourism. That's local survival rations. So when the snow piles up, when the wind of Lake Michigan feels like it's personally offended by you, and when you realize you've shoveled the same driveway 4 times in one day, remember our sponsor, Sugar, because therapy is expensive, but a bag of M&Ms is $3.49. Keep Northern Michigan emotionally stable since the invention of maple syrup. Thank you,
right.
sponsor.
Thank you, Sugar.
Thank you, Sugar. I think we should all be thankful for it. And during Christmas, it's the Christmas tree cupcakes that we.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, man, those kept us going.
We talked about that for like the most of the month. Of
We got a
December.
lot of miles out
we
of
did.
that, yeah.
We did ASMR with those, and
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I think those were worth it.
We didn't like the brownies, but we liked the cakes. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was
Cakes.
fun.
because there is definitely a difference.
Do you guys have a favorite like Easter candy that's coming out now? I will guess mine. Can I guess what
Yeah, let me
everyone's
see.
is?
Let's see
The
what-
most popular, I would say, are the Cadbury crunchy chocolate eggs, right?
No, not me.
Not the ones that are gooey, got the weird egg yolking thing. You know what I'm talking
Those
about?
are the ones
know
I like,
exactly
though.
what you're talking about.
Milk chocolate, candy coating. No, Matt?
No.
Okay.
I like them. Not my favorite.
All right. Okay.
I am a hardcore Reese's
Yeah.
peanut butter eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, the Reese's peanut butter.
They got
yeah.
more
Yeah.
peanut
They
butter
more
in
peanut
it.
butter.
Yeah, it's good.
All of the holiday Reese's are the
Yeah.
best.
I
Okay,
agree.
well, I will.
I learned
will
this from you. I didn't know that before.
Challenge
I
you
was
to
like,
go to Dollar Tree or wherever they're at. Mr. Beast has a peanut butter cup, peanut butter thing like that, like a Reese's cup. Way better. I'm just going to say it
Really?
right now. Yeah. We bought those on a whim because we've been watching the Mr. Beast show.
Yeah.
You know, the challenges and stuff.
That game show's fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And so we put out a peanut butter cup. It is amazing. It's way better than Reese's.
And you like help kids in Africa or something, right?
Apparently.
With it, yeah.
So I feel better about buying it.
Okay. So all right, Reese's eggs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pastor Hunter.
I'm going to get judged for this.
Yeah, what is
candy,
it?
Jelly beans. Like
Do not say like the malted.
Broush jelly beans, all black.
I'm just a peep guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
really?
Just
Do
a
you-
peep
wait.
every once in a while.
Do you leave them out? Let them get hard?
I don't eat them often, but when I do, I'm super happy about it.
A peep.
I'm super happy to eat a
Have
peep
you
every
gotten
once
to
in a
like
while.
all of the flavored peeps? You know,
I just
the
like the
hot
yellow ones.
tamale
I just like the
and
yellow ones.
grape
I just want a sleeve of peeps during Easter. That's
Eat
kind of.
all of them?
I don't know if
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
eat-
I get
I'm not
sick.
going to eat all of them in one go. See, I told you I was going to get judged.
got laid.
Jeez, our sponsor was sugar, and I'm
Yeah.
getting
Who is
picked
that
on
He's
for
got,
liking
though?
it.
he's
But
got a
I-
crack stash somewhere in his house with
Peeps,
that. Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
Don't come down here. Dad's busy. Don't come down here. He's eating his peeps while he's playing his video game. Don't come down here.
All right,
Dad's busy.
Alex, yours is
Well,
what?
Red Bull Zero.
I like the
Peeps.
Cadbury egg, the gooey ones, the ones that have like the fake egg.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Man. Okay. Well, I was dead
You like the
wrong.
gooey
on
ones?
that.
Yeah, I do. I do.
No.
But
But
you know,
peanut butter, man, those ones are good.
peanut butter's
Yeah.
good, but I eat those all year round.
Come on.
Well,
Yeah.
not the egg ones, but I eat
That's
the
why-
Trees are good.
That's why
The
peeps
eggs
are
good.
special.
Pumpkins.
Yeah,
Peeps are
pumpkins
special.
good.
Peeps are special.
See, my wife likes to get them, and then she opens up all the packages and leaves them out so they get hard. That's how she eats them.
Mandy in the office is the same way.
She does the same thing. I've never done
weird.
that before. Makes me want to try it.
I guess it works.
All right.
It's like
All
a
right, well.
candy, and you chew it.
Sign
and
me
I don't
up.
know.
Sign me up.
But you know, my wife also has a lot of dental issues. So because of all that candy. So I'm
Sure.
just saying
Well,
that, you know.
checks out.
Yeah. So, it's not a secret. She's talked about it herself. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah,
I'm not.
you're not giving out any.
I'm not giving out any information behind. You know, it's not
Peeps is a
supposed to.
crazy take, but okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Pray for me. More.
Are you
podcasts.
gonna expand this year and maybe try the other ones out there?
Nah, I just want one of the yellow ones.
Yeah,
every
don't they
Easter.
have like?
I don't
like,
eat that much candy.
They got
Yeah,
like the yellow
Cheetos
ones, like they
ones or
taste
whatever
different
now?
than the pink ones.
I thought they all tasted the
They
same.
say,
I
yeah.
don't think they're all the same. But
I
I,
think
don't,
they
I
are.
don't know.
I think
You
it's
just like
the
yellow.
color.
I just eat the yellow.
He's not
ones.
going to be
Doesn't
caught
taste
eating a
any
pink.
Yeah, no,
Pink
I
one.
won't.
He's not going to do it.
I'm not a freak.
Yeah, he doesn't want to have to explain that to his daughter. Like, why am I eating a pink one? I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah, yellow's
Peeps.
okay.
Yeah.
Everybody get Pastor Hunter Peeps.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
I just want like one.
This
A
is going to
year's
be good.
supply is coming your way, bro.
Especially
They're
after
like,
Easter,
yeah,
when they
exactly.
go on
They're like
clearance.
50
Oh,
cents.
brother, this is so
Yeah.
bad.
This is what happens.
I
in this
always
church.
wonder like how that company stays in business because I'm like, no one's buying these. These are terrible.
People are buying them.
right
I'm
there.
not buying them.
I'm telling.
There is.
He goes into Walmart and clears them out.
Right.
You know. And then the
Okay.
parents
Boy.
are in there like, I got to get some for my kid's basket.
Yeah.
Nope.
Forget your kids.
Pastor Hunter bought them all. They're gone. Yeah, you know what? In this church, though, when you mention anything like that, be ready for a windfall.
There you
because
go.
They
Yeah.
will.
Yeah. Everybody.
I really like $100 bills.
Oh, that's you like.
I just collect them.
Yep, just collect them.
Yep. That's
I
right.
mentioned bacon one time in the sermon, and I got 4 pairs of socks, 2 packages of bacon, and then I got a bunch of other bacon paraphernalia that dropped off in my office. So
I'm gonna try that.
yeah,
Yeah.
do it. Yeah, Peeps. Pastor Hunter likes Peeps, yellow Peeps.
Well, now he's going to upgrade. I think. Yeah. The $100 bill idea is a good one. Or,
Yeah.
Well, you could. Yeah,
I really love expensive watches.
I like Rolexes.
I really love.
I've been into Rolexes for a while. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to take a break, come back, and we're going to really let you know who's around the table today because it's not the usual cast. We've got different people here today, so we'll be right back.
listening to more podcast, where the unreal meets the real and something happens with gamma radiation, and then the More podcast is born. Keep listening. There's so much more.
Well, we did it again. We were pointing at each other a lot during that ID break.
We got to figure it out.
We got to figure it out now. Yeah. Amy kind of gave
Like
it out.
3 years, and we've been
doing this. We still don't know what's going on.
Figure this out, but
Well, he's a worship leader, coach, father of 5, and the only man I know who can walk into Guitar Center just to look and leave with a payment plan. Pastor Ted.
there's a little too much truth in that one. All right. Well, I got a man to my left here who is ready for deep spiritual conversations, thoughtful theology, meaningful dialogue, and then he realized he's doing a podcast with the rest of us.
Yeah.
Pastor Matt.
Pastor Matt.
Thanks for being with us.
Yeah.
Pastor.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Round
To
of
my
applause.
left, he is the only one on this podcast that still gets carded while buying cases of Peeps and cold medicine.
This is true.
Pastor Hunter Kilpatrick,
This
the
is
one,
true.
the only.
Yes.
That is good.
To my left, we got, what does Pastor Gary say? We got the man who knows all the buttons and knobs and
Yeah.
all the skills and talents, the man who runs on Bang energy drinks.
Yes.
And the man who picks on me about everything. Pastor Alex.
I try,
He does. It's okay.
It's a part of the method of keeping us all humble. Yeah. That's what
It's
it is.
his love language.
I
That's
don't
my
pick
love
on you. I don't
language,
like you.
It's not as bad as Amy, because Amy now, I think we're going on 2 years with the Subaru.
Yeah, Amy crushes me for driving a Subaru.
Yeah. It's been going on for a
Any
while.
chance she gets.
Yeah.
You have a Subaru, Hunter.
I do.
Don't let
let's
her know.
Spread the love there, Pastor Amy.
Don't let her know.
She
I don't
knows.
think she does. She know?
She knows. She tried. I just tried to. I tried to stonewall it.
I
I'm
promise.
not giving you nothing.
I know. I'm
Doesn't
always like,
bother me at all.
you pick
Yeah.
on me for good gas mileage and
Yeah.
traction in the
That's
snow.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then Pastor Matt, you're on your 4th Audi this year?
Hey, listen.
Yeah. How many miles does that Audi have?
155?
What'd you do for a deer, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Don't speak right over me.
Every time Pastor Matt's Audi gets old, he's like, oh, "There's a deer right
This
there."
is hit a deer.
Yeah.
That is not
Let me
true.
just-
He's got a deer
driving
whistle
into
on there
it.
that calls them to the car.
Some
Yeah.
bad luck with deer.
Yeah.
That have turned into
I want to try
He just
a
put
blue
some,
Audi
put some
this
corn
time.
at the end of his driveway.
There's bait piles all along Powers Road, put out there by Pastor Matt. Yeah, get him as close as you can to the
Salt
road.
blocks attached to the wheel bearings.
That's why he doesn't wash his car. He keeps the salt on it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
driving salt block for you.
You had that
Oh,
one coming after the
man.
peep joke. Just let you know.
Yeah, but you've had quite a few. I mean, I've when I first got here, you had a style of Audi, and then I think over the years it's kind of changed quite a bit.
It's been the same. Is it?
I've done the Q5.
Q5, okay.
Yeah, and basically because I've got a good friend who works on them. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
Yeah,
them.
sure.
But I've had
Quite a few,
some,
yeah.
Yeah, I've had quite a few. Yeah.
Do you still have insurance on your vehicle? I mean,
I do.
Do you
yeah,
still find
believe it
people
or
that insure
not,
your
I'm
car?
not- I think because it's considered like an act of God.
Yeah,
or
right,
that,
yeah.
It doesn't really count against it, and so
Yeah.
it's worked out good.
Right.
The craziest one was the time I hit a deer.
Yeah.
Kind of took out the right front headlight and called the insurance company and decided I was going to buy it back and fix it. Mm-hmm. And so I told them that and paid for it and bought it back. And they said, all right, well, if you want, you can put full insurance back on it.
Oh.
I said, what? And they said, yeah, you can put full insurance. I said, all right, go ahead, do it. Before I could even fix it, I hit a deer on the second side.
No way.
And told it out.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Oh my god.
Sweet.
And that was Audi number 3.
He's got like a
He gets a punch card after so many Audis. You go up to Q6. You get a Q6 after that.
Unfortunately, I'm probably totally screwing up Wilson's insurance bonuses for
Yeah, right.
less claims.
As soon as you call them, they're like, "Oh no,
Why don't
deer
you,
season."
Why don't you call AAA?
Yeah. Well, I've caught. I'll be honest with you. Powers Road, those deer
Yeah.
do not have any problems whatsoever
No.
going on that road.
I've hit 3 there.
Yeah. And they just kind of like hang out by the road, and I almost hit a few.
But Matt's weeding out that population.
yeah, right.
for you listening.
Like eventually that gene pool is going to be dead.
There's not going to be anybody left.
Well, wait a second. It's like
Only the smart
five
deer.
or 6 deer in 27 years. So when you average it out, it's
Sure.
not
Yeah,
that
you're doing
Yeah,
great,
it's not that,
man.
yeah, you're doing really good.
Great.
You keep up the good work.
27 years. That windfall came within about 3, though,
Yeah,
right?
right.
I mean,
Well, listen. The Lord works in mysterious ways sometimes. and
He's
I'll
working
take
up to the Q6.
Yes.
He's going to get the Q6.
That's right.
this year,
That's right. Yeah.
This year is going to be the Q6. Yeah, Q5.
The Lord will work all things.
This
for the
podcast
good
is
of
brought
those
to
who
you
love
by
him.
Wilson Insurance. Thank you, Goldsmiths.
All right, we're going to take a day break, come back with Yep, That Happened. We've got some interesting things that happened up in northern Michigan. Some of the strangest things we do during the winter. We get bored, and we try to come up with things to keep us occupied. So we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Listening to more podcast is like buying a used car. It seems like a good idea at the time. Then you realize that this is going to be an investment. Much like more podcast. So stay a while and kick the tires for an hour. Not too hard. We do tend to have some things fall off. More podcast.
Okay, so, like I said earlier, in northern Michigan, we get bored in the winter. We don't really have a lot of things to do up here other than snowmobiling and ice fishing and everything else. So we come up with some interesting ways to keep ourselves occupied. One of the things that happened is the Michigan Within newspaper, they published and also have a blog. They decided that they were going to have some fun with the snowplows because that's what pretty much all we see for about 9 months out of the year. And they wanted to name the plows, give them names because I don't think I know any of the drivers that plow.
No.
You guys?
I know some.
I don't.
You know a few? Yeah, I don't know any of them. All I know is that they take out my mailbox and they, cover my driveway. But anyways, I'm trying not to be jaded by that. But anyways, so
It
snowplows.
was probably personal.
It was personal.
right.
They're like, this guy, I know him. I'm taking him out. So they come up with some interesting names. So the top 3 that have basically been at the top for most of the winter are these. And one of them is, I think, actually pretty good. Snow Be Gone Kenobi is one of those.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I like that.
That's a good one.
That's a Star Wars reference if you don't know. And I thought whoever put that out there is good.
Star Trek.
What?
Obi-Wan Kenobi is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not
Star Wars, yeah.
Did you say Star Trek? Oh.
Matt,
Well, this interview's over, and we'll see you guys next week.
you are never invited back.
Another one is Flake, Michigan. That's okay. I guess.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's not a big one.
There's just, I could think of so many.
Yeah, I mean,
my
and
head.
for these to come to the top, I mean, that the average reader of this is probably 63.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
probably.
Yeah, where is this coming from?
This is coming from
MichiganWithin.com.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, it's a blog local paper.
Youper Scooper. I mean,
Come on. Come on. That's a good one.
Darth Blader.
There you go.
Oh, that's even
go.
Hey,
better.
come on. There's so many.
Why aren't you writing into this paper?
Yeah, come on, Hunter.
Jeez.
Some ideas here.
This is an ARP thing, I guess. I don't know. The last one they have here is Sir Plows a Lot.
It sounds like a Simpsons episode or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was Homer's? What was his little plow company?
On Simpsons?
Yeah,
I don't know.
he had one. All right, well, I'm gonna look it up.
I like big plows and I cannot lie. That's what I'm thinking about when I hear that. Because it's Sir Plows a Lot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I like big plows. Okay. So, so hundreds of these are coming in. These are the top 3. I don't know. Obviously,
I'm gonna have to look at all of them. That's fun.
super bored.
Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow, yeah,
Mr.
Look at
Plow is what they call it. Okay, there we go.
I hope
Fact
they
check.
start putting decals on the side of their. I mean, I want to
They
know.
should.
I want to know if Snow Be Gone Kenobi is
It'd
going
be
down
pretty
my
sweet.
road.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know how like pilots in the Air Force get to like customize their cockpit
yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah,
get
Paint it on the door,
right.
get a sticker on the door.
Yeah.
I would love it if we could get AJ to make them like a super
Right.
cinematic.
That'd be sweet.
Like,
It's like slow
Dun,
mo as the
dun,
snow
dun,
is
dun,
shooting.
yeah,
out.
the snow is coming down. They're walking
Right,
through
yeah.
the hangar, right, to get in their rigs. I mean,
When they have the blade on the ground and it's shooting sparks out.
Oh yeah, that is good.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
We should help them out.
yeah.
Okay, so another interesting thing is that ice shanties, the DNR apparently, this is where I got the information from, they've talked about how ice shanties have really evolved over the years.
Oh yeah.
And so this year they found some interesting things when they would go out to check to make sure people are licensed and all the things that they do out there. they're finding that ice shanties are now building little villages together. I don't know if it's to just kind of keep themselves warm or what. So they have streets that are plowed out there. Somebody's going out there with a plow truck plowing streets out. I've known this for a while, but they have generators. A lot of times they have generators for what they're doing. They've created snowmobile parks outside, like driveways for them, parking areas. And then this one is interesting because this is kind of new. They have satellite dishes on a lot of them now.
Yeah. And that just lets you know how boring ice fishing is.
That's right, yeah.
Man.
I mean, ice fishing's so boring that you'll build your own city out of
You're
the
going to
ice.
have a living room on the ice. I couldn't agree more.
It's never looked appealing to me.
Not one time.
And I like fishing.
I do too.
I enjoy it. But that just
sitting on the ice does
freezing.
not sound
I mean,
fun.
it sounds like they're having a great time.
I don't think they're even sitting on the ice anymore. I've seen pictures where people have like recliners out there. Like I said earlier, this is my theory. It's a way to escape your home, to get away from your wife for a while.
I think it
hide
yes,
somewhere.
I think it has the same like appeal as going to a hunting blind.
Yeah,
I'm going to get away from everybody.
I'm going to deer camp.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Oh, so you're going to really hunt? Right.
Shout out veteran angler, our friend,
Yeah.
Jason Mesner. I know I just watched a video of his where he's ice fishing. I think he caught a giant fish right by the Mackinac Bridge, apparently.
Really?
But he's usually out there by himself. I do not. I think it's fun to watch you on YouTube, but have zero desire to sit in the middle of the lake on a frozen piece of ice. Like, that doesn't sound fun at all.
And there, today we were driving by Mullet Lake, and there's water showing now, and there's still guys out there with shanties. I'm like, that's just not smart.
Yeah.
But they have so the DNR said that the evolution of the ice shanty has, increased quite a bit since.
Did you see the ones now? They're like, people will buy like a, $1,000 van or something, and they're cutting holes in the floors of their.
Oh, so they can fish out of
You
there.
just drive your car up to the hole.
Drive your van and
right.
I'm like,
That's some
Starlink out
redneck
there.
ingenuity
living in a
right there.
van.
Down by
Exactly.
on the river.
On the river.
Yeah. Well, Starlink you can use out there. I have a Starlink satellite. You can use that anywhere. So it's a lot of fun. Well, we're going to take an ID break, come back, and we got Harbor Light Bible Trivia.
I got one.
And you got one.
Yes.
Okay.
If 1 + 1 = 2, then listening to more podcasts from week to week equals? We're not sure, but our fans say it adds up to something. Just don't overthink it. Sit back, we have more to come.
Well, here we are with Harbor Light Bible Trivia, and we had a winner last week. Dave from Okinoshia, Wisconsin won.
Nope.
Where was he from?
No, I think it's from California.
California.
Yeah.
Dave from California.
Or Okinoshia, Wisconsin.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. And he won something. Pastor Gary's working on it right now because obviously these Crooked Biscuit gift certificates will not work.
Not going to work great for him.
Yeah, for over there.
Yes.
But so we have it there. So if you want to be a part of it, all you got to do is send your answer to harborlightbibletrivia@gmail.com, harborlightbibletrivia@gmail.com, all lowercase, and we'll put your name on the Wilson Insurance Wheel of Destiny, and we'll spend it at the end of the month if we remember. We almost did not remember this last month. We did.
Because I wasn't there.
You weren't there, yeah. And so Pastor Hunter has a question for us.
Question ready to go. Okay. What was the name of the cave where David spared Saul's life?
Oh.
Yep. But don't say it. I've made this mistake.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know it?
it's the poop cave, isn't it?
What?
What a youth pastor.
It's a
The poop cave.
That's its other
Sure.
name. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's also
That's where
known-
like he was.
Well, yeah, but was it
What a youth
the
pastor.
toilet cave?
He's like, you know what?
It's the Louvre.
I preached this sermon before.
Yeah.
It's a poop cave. Yes.
That's what it's known in Hebrew. It's the poop cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
What was the cave? Yes.
What was the cave? So if you know the answer, send it to harborlightbibletrivia@gmail.com, all lowercase.
And if you live
Let
in
us know.
Northern Michigan, you can get a Crooked Biscuit.
Yeah.
You
gift
live in Northern
certificate.
Michigan. Yeah. And a Lansing.
You're gonna want to check them out, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And she makes new ones all the time. So yeah, definitely send your answer into that, and we'll
right.
spin you on the Wheel of Destiny by Wilson Insurance. We're coming back with Bible Talk with Pastor Matt. I don't know how it happened, but somehow his youth group took over the entire service.
We did.
Yeah.
Snuck in there.
Who was the girl that was talking? Kate? that was doing the
Kate Schluter.
She was having a good time.
Oh, she was having so much fun.
Yeah.
I was so proud of her.
I had to watch that a couple times because I was laughing so hard. She did such a good job.
Yep.
She was funny.
She came in ready and excited.
Yeah,
and
she had her own stuff put together. And I was just
sweet.
like, what a go-getter.
I'm like, this is good.
Yep.
This is really good. All right, we'll be right back after this ID break.
Headphones on. Check. The perfect podcast on. Check. Not sure why you're listening? Good point. Should you keep listening? Yes. Should you tell others you listen to the More Podcast? Good idea. Life just got better.
All right, so before we jump into today's Bible talk, we've got to rewind this past Sunday for a second because Harbor Light had one of those weekends where you leave church thinking, okay, Lord, you're doing something here. Our youth group basically took over the whole service, and I'm not exaggerating. They led, they served, they brought the energy, and it wasn't just hype, it was the real deal. And then Pastor Matt got up and delivered a message that was both super practical and straight up and convicting. The kind of sermon that follows you on Monday and then shows up again on Wednesday. So if you missed it, or if you were there and you want to catch it again and with fresh ears, you're about to hear it. And I love this theme because it hits every one of us right where we live. Where we stare, we steer. So what has your attention and where is it taking your heart? So all right, let's jump in. Here's Pastor Matt from Sunday. Pastor Matt, welcome to More Podcast.
Hey, well, thanks for having me. It's pretty exciting to be back. It's been a while since I got to hang out with you.
It's been a while. I can't remember the last time that you were up here. I think maybe we were at a different location.
It looked different. There was less Red Bull.
I've been a part of that.
Yeah. Well,
He's been the bad influence on that.
Yeah.
So Pastor Matt, so how did you guys get this whole thing going? I mean, it was so funny. All of a sudden, we're like, we're doing a youth Sunday. I mean, who did you pay off? I mean,
I think Pastor Hunter was the kind of the champion behind that.
Was he?
Former youth guy
Yeah.
and my friend kind of saw a gap in the schedule and was like, "Hey, let's let Matt kind of do it." And I said, "Let's bring the kids in." And so I was super excited that when I pitched it to all the kids, there wasn't a hesitation or like, but they were super excited about it.
Yeah.
And so they jumped in and made it happen.
it was good.
Awesome.
I listened to the service again and listening to them sing and stuff. It was really good. I was really, really, really impressed.
Yep.
And then of course you just talked about Kate did the 5-minute open.
Yeah.
I think we need to have her back again.
We're gonna.
She is so much fun.
Yeah, that's what I told the kids in the green room. I'm like, Pastor Hunter might want to watch out. He might be out of a job there soon because she was ready to go.
Yep.
Yeah, and Hunter did a good job. Not Pastor Hunter, but the other Hunter.
Hunter Denoyer, yeah.
He led worship and did a great job. It was really good. I think everybody walked away going, "Oh, okay, we definitely have some kids that have talent." I mean, this is really good.
The church is in good hands.
Yeah. And we got great people like Pastor Ted kind of helping raise them up because you got Judah Lucier. It was his first time on that stage, but it was just this past summer. He was trying to figure out what a pedal was.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then same with Cal Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Like he just kind of started jumping in this fall.
Right.
Playing guitar, plucking away, and now he's singing and playing. So
Yeah.
So it was
pretty
really
Yeah,
pretty
one
incredible.
of the things I loved about it was, obviously I love the students' heart and them jumping into it, but one of the things I love about our church is, I was looking up there and I was like, wow, there's hundreds of hours that have been invested into these kids.
Yeah.
To be able to jump up and do what they're doing right here, right?
Yep.
You from Hunter and Cal, like you mentioned, and Judah, and then tons of hours with Lila because she gave a great talk as well.
Yeah.
She led the communion. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm really proud of our church because we've supported them really well. I think we've come alongside them and kind of maybe directed some of their passions to go in the right direction, and we get to see them really run with that.
I think it should be a regular thing every year. I think it'd be fun.
I am.
I think you should just like put it on
The
the
kids
calendar.
are already wondering.
I think I'm so on board with it.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot
and I
of
think
fun.
our church loved it. We had, first service was packed out.
Yeah.
That was a packed house.
It was great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think there's something about a church that kind of to speak what you're talking about, Hunter. Just it isn't we're patting you on the head and we'll allow you to do this, but it is this more. We're cheering you on and embracing this as part of our body, not this is all right, we'll tolerate this for a month or for a week in the month or whatever. And I think that's good job on you, Harbor Light, for viewing, not only youth as the future church, but as the now church too. Yep. So good job, church. Yep.
Yeah, that quote I kind of mentioned at the beginning of the talk by Mark Ostreicher, viewing them not as a problem to be solved, but a wonder to behold.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
Incredible thing that God has given us as a church.
Yeah.
And how do we shape that and mold that?
That's awesome.
So Pastor Matt, where did the phrase "where we steer" come from for you?
I heard that phrase years ago in a talk somewhere, and it's kind of rattled around my brain ever since. And kind of just that foundational principle that it's really basic and simple. And we see it when we're driving, just as we talked about in the talk. As soon as I start staring at something, I steer to it. In fact, I didn't mention it in the talk, but I read. I think it was World War II. They actually had a problem with pilots landing on the aircraft carriers because they would notice either the edge of the aircraft carrier or the lights, and naturally they would steer towards it. So they were literally crashing planes. And so they had to get to this point where they had to say, just look at the landing strip and focus that. And that's a real part of our lives. Every time we look at something, we tend to steer towards that in just a real practical driving, but then more, it has more impact on our life, but just our spiritual lives and our entertainment lives and our relationships lives. And so it's just that idea of how do we be intentional about that?
Why do you think it's so important for us to have this conversation now? What are you noticing in society and culture and within the church that says we need to talk about this? There's some things happening.
Well, man, things have shifted so much from when we were kids.
Yeah.
As far as even what is put in front of us. And we even joked here about, hey, we can't sleep, so I'm just going to scroll.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to doom scroll. And we just have so much information being pumped at us.
Yeah.
And our attention spans have gotten so short that, we're just getting all these little bits and pieces that is just taking our focus in so many different directions.
Yeah.
And if we are not intentional about kind of guarding that and kind of aligning our vision, our focus, it's going to destroy us. And it is. And we've seen it, in kind of the last, 5-10 years.
Yeah.
The amount of anxiety and depression and suicide has just skyrocketed because we're looking at the fact that Pastor Ted's got a nicer house than I do, or I get to go on this vacation, or I don't have this or that, or the comparison game. So I think it affects every area of our lives when we're not focused.
Above all else, guard your heart.
Yeah.
Because everything flows from it, right?
Yeah. So Proverbs 4, that verse that we looked at the end, earlier up, I think it's verse 16, is that classic verse. Guard your heart. Because whatever you put in it, it's going to come out.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No greater idea, no greater application than where you stare, you will steer is today within social media. You mentioned that, and just this idea of, those app developers realize they can put an algorithm in front of you that will keep you on their apps longer by feeding you what you're already looking at. And so, I think it'd be interesting to know, around the circle of how those things have kind of shaped you. But how then, when do you personally start noticing that happening in your own life, Pastor Matt? And what do you do to reset your focus? So maybe we're stuck, right? We are staring at things that are leading us to places we don't want to be. So how do we get that reset?
Yeah, that's a great question. I kind of got to the most recently, and I kind of alluded to it in the beginning of my talk of kind of going to a deep dive, which I think we've all done on a subject. And it started off like innocent and kind of, trying to figure out and learn and grow. And before you knew it, it was affecting me in a lot of ways, just my attitude and my, view on a lot of different things. And so I think that, that first step that we talked about is being conscious of what we stare at. And then the second thing is taking the steps, being willing to kind of go, okay, now that I recognize this, I got to make it a change.
Yeah.
I've got to do something. We mentioned that we don't drift into health. We don't drift into a good marriage. We don't drift. That all takes work. And so I think some of the biggest things for me is to kind of go, okay, wait a second. I just got to cut this off right now.
Yeah.
That question that we focused on, if you were Satan, how would you destroy you? I think has really been challenging me lately because I know myself better than anybody.
Yeah.
And so when I'm honest with myself to go, hey, this is not good for me, rather than justifying it or making excuses for it, or kind of going, well, but I'm learning. This is going to help me in this.
Right.
But being willing to do was it Matthew where Jesus says, hey, if your hand's causing you to sin, cut it off. If your eye is causing you to sin, pluck it out. I think sometimes those steps are just being committed and going, hey, I'm going to make some changes.
Yeah.
Just being honest with yourself.
Yeah, I think, and maybe we could share too, right? And join in this of the social media thing. I know we're all on it, right? Like I know because I'm sending you guys reels regularly, right? I don't know one person who hasn't had a time where maybe that's unhealthy. You know what I mean? Like, I think all of us have fallen into the pit of doom scroll. I know for me right now, I'm very convicted around, I want more information. I want to be well informed, and certainly stuff that's happening in our world right now around, trials and files being released. I think I have enough information. I don't know that I need more information on it. And so for me, it has been a recognition of this is not new information for you. You know it. Yeah. And so what is this? What is this doing? Whatever dopamine hit you're getting, what is it doing to your head? And we need to put your phone down, or we need to kind of do something else with our time, because it does affect you negatively, like you talked, Pastor Matt.
Yeah, and I know there's seasons where I've just had to delete apps.
Yes.
Yeah. Just get it off my phone.
Just get it off my phone, just because I didn't have the self-control not to sit down, and that natural habit is just to start scrolling.
Jump on it,
And Pastor Hunter talked about that a couple of weeks ago too, of a certain time when you go home, there's a place you put your phone or something like that. Yeah, the brick.
Turn my phone off, because algorithms and social media can be like junk food for your flesh, where it's like chip. It's
right.
And you just you can't have one chip, right? So once you start, you just keep on eating, and the algorithm will change with you pretty quickly. It can pretty quickly figure out what your flesh wants.
Yeah.
And so if you're looking for something like that, the algorithm's gonna, right? It's gonna serve you exactly what your flesh is looking for. And of course, there's a lot of great things can come out of it, right? And I'm sure a lot of people have learned a lot of really amazing things, and maybe even gotten closer to Jesus because of it. But certainly there's the other side of it.
I
think it's interesting though. You talked about focus earlier on. One of the things that Hollywood is getting upset about is that people are using their phones while they're watching movies or watching shows, so they're not really paying attention anymore. And so they're finding that out more and more, that people will sit in front of a movie and have their phone and they're scrolling while they're watching the movie. And so they're not paying attention anymore.
Because a movie isn't stimulating enough.
It's not stimulating. Yeah, it's the thing.
So people get annoyed with Netflix shows because the story can be really easy to follow, but they have to write it that way.
Yeah, they've changed the way they've written.
Because it's like somebody who's watching their phone and the TV need to be able to understand what's going on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
right?
I've even noticed it myself, sitting in church listening to a sermon. Just struggling to pay attention because I just want some other stimulation going on.
Sure.
Yeah, it's tough. Sure. So you walked us through 3 snapshots of David's life.
Yeah.
Stare, step, and stay.
Yeah.
Which of those 3 do you think people struggle with the most today?
I think it's a combination of the stare and step. I think I know for me personally, and I see it a lot in other people, is that that comparison game. They're staring at what other people have and what they feel like they think they should have, or what it should be. And so I think just the fact that we don't even realize what we're feeding ourselves all the time. I don't know if you've watched that. It's probably about 5 years ago now, The Social Dilemma, I think it was. It was a documentary on social media. And it was interesting, all of those big guys who are running these companies are like, hey, I'm not letting my kids on. Because I know. And all the kids, everybody has this in their hands right now. So I think we're constantly staring at stuff and we're not being intentional. And then I think we've gotten lazy. Nobody wants to take a step to change anything. It's just kind of the, all right, we'll figure it out. Or it's okay. Or everybody's doing it. So I would say those are the 2. I don't know if that answers your question or not.
No, I think that's good. Yeah. I think sometimes people will stare at whatever is yelling the loudest
Yeah.
Or whatever stands the closest to them. Sometimes perspective really matters, and so whatever's closest to you can actually look bigger, right? The sun and the moon look like a similar size, but we know the sun dwarfs the moon, but the moon's closer. Yeah. And so sometimes people will take like the biggest problem that's in their life, and that's what seems the biggest, and so that's where they're staring, and so that's where they're steering. When there's other great things beyond it, that's just much farther away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And
you got to choose your focus there.
Yeah. And I think with the steps, our tendency is to kind of go, all right, I'm going to make a change. And so I got to make a big step. And we're missing the opportunity of kind of the little steps that add up to big things because it's just a little scroll. It's a 10-second video. It's just over and over again. But we don't do the little things in our practical life. So that study on the center for the Bible, just getting into the Word 4 days a week.
Yeah, right.
Has
that was good.
Incredible impact on people's lives. But it's one of those things where you're like, I just don't have time, or we don't make time for it. It's just a little step.
Right. And I would encourage you too. I think, one of the next questions are what are 2 or 3 practical steps you can start by changing kind of this wrong trajectory we've been on. One of the practical steps for me has been look at my screen time thing at the end of the week.
I hate that.
That is rough.
I don't think you want to know. I don't think
it is incredible.
I turned it off for a while.
Did you?
I didn't want to know.
Like a little conviction shot here. But yeah, I mean, so I think, again, the question is, if someone's listening, they realize that they've been staring in the wrong direction, wrong things lately, what are some steps that you can help to redirect their focus back towards Jesus? I think, again, in Ted Polly's personal life is you're on your phone too much. So replacing that with something that is spiritual filling and nourishing and not just junk food, like you said, Pastor Hunter. What would you, Pastor Matt, and maybe the rest of the people around the table say, what is a practical step for us to realign and get our eyes back on the Lord?
Yeah, I would say that the first thing is go and figure out what you got to cut off. Just be honest with yourself, and even invite some other people to kind of help look at it, and then just take the step to cut it off. And so it doesn't mean, okay, I'm never going to have social media again, but right now it's a problem. Right. So I just need to be honest and go, hey, what do I need to do to cut it off? And then start with the simple steps. I've got a group of guys that we're doing a Bible reading program together, and we're getting together once a week. And so there are times when I don't necessarily want to do it, but I know that I'm going to look bad if I don't do it. I'm a pastor. I got to do this. But it's that push to kind of just be consistent and bring some accountability in my life, I think is two easy things.
Inviting other people is a great idea. I love that.
What I've noticed too is that I have had to stop using, I have an NIV app. And it has all the reading plans on there and stuff. It's great. But I used to just use the app because then it goes right to the scripture if you click on the link. Yeah. I quit doing that because I sit on that and I get through halfway and then I'm like, I wonder what's on TikTok right now. And then I switch over.
Sure.
So
the phone is too close.
Yeah, the phone is too close to get into the other stuff. So then what I've started doing is okay, I'll use the reading plan, but I'm actually going to physically grab my Bible and put that away. I know what I need to read. It's already been told. They already told me. So I've been doing that because I've found it's too much of a temptation sometimes. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to do it for the right reason, right? I want to read through the Bible in a year, whatever, through whatever plan. But it's been a temptation. So I quit using it. And so I set my phone aside. I'm like, I got
physical Bibles, man.
Physical Bible.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
One of the things I like to say is if you ever feel like your friends are ignoring you, just start reading the Bible. You're going to get a text message.
Yeah, right.
That's true. Yeah.
It's coming in. You just get ready.
Right.
Something's going to happen. So I think of Hebrews 12. You mentioned this in your sermon. Therefore, since we're surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off everything that weighs us down.
Yeah.
Right. So all these things that are slowing us down, we got to get that. And that comes from knowing, and Hebrews 12 is one of my favorite chapters in the Bible. And let us run with endurance the race as God set before us. We got to remember we're in a race.
Yeah, amen.
We got to remember that we have been put on this earth on purpose for a purpose. And so when we remember that, and we remember that there is purpose in our life, and that we are running our race, like that Jesus Christ, the Savior of the universe, has set before us. Yeah. Let's get rid of all these things that are slowing us down, so that we can really focus in. I think of horses with horse blinders on, right?
Yeah.
So, they can't see anything other than what's right in front of them, what's most important. And I think it's so unique because it's so unique to each people's individual lives.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to have something different.
Right.
Everybody's going to have other things that slow them down, that they're, consistently staring at instead of Jesus. So you got to find those, and unfortunately you got to cut them out, and that's going to be a painful thing to do.
Whenever I hear that passage of scripture, I got to share this with you. It's hilarious because it was done at a men's conference, which was best.
Yeah.
That the context of that passage of scripture is talking about the Greco way of racing and running.
Okay.
And so the guys actually do, and Paul's referencing, they strip down. There's nothing keeping them. And so the title of the message was "Get Buck Naked for Jesus," and it was like,
I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm just crazy enough to do something like
I'm
that.
like, it got everybody's attention. They're like, what?
Yeah.
And then he got into that passage of scripture, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, the whole point is you don't want anything tripping you up, causing you to not run at full speed, full capacity.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Get buck naked for Jesus. Amen. Praise
Can
the
I
Lord.
this is one more, again, specifically talking about Bible reading, because what you said, Pastor Alex, of getting off your phone.
Yeah.
So again, I think, obviously we want to get to know the Lord, be in the Bible, right? Be in scripture. One of the things that's been helpful for me in this season has been, I've been super convicted of using a paper Bible when I'm in study, is just to use the Bible app, hit play on whatever verse you're reading, and then read along with it.
That's good too.
And that has been, again, I know that's like super nuts and bolts, but I think that going with super nuts and bolts is super helpful. So I would encourage people to do that too. If you're feeling dry in your Bible reading time, hit play on the app and grab your paper Bible and follow along.
Yeah, that's so good. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Bible Gateway, if you know what Bible Gateway is, they have all the translations with all
it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then maybe you're using a different translation, as you're listening to it, and you use your paper Bible that's a different translation, and then something speaking to you a little differently and the different wording and whatever. Yeah. But I do think those little practicals can be super helpful, especially when we, the well-worn path, the rut you're on spiritually, whatever it is, we do need practical tools. So I think that's really helpful.
So, Pastor Matt, you've been a youth pastor now for 27 years, right?
Yeah.
I think that was mentioned by Pastor Gary.
Yeah, you win at youth ministry, man.
Yeah.
Good job.
I've been around.
You
a while.
won.
Calls you the
dinosaur.
dinosaur.
The dinosaur?
Yeah.
The dinosaur.
He is.
That's what he said
let's
on
come up with
Sunday.
something cooler.
That's
he
not
is
it.
the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That's right.
He is
The Godzilla.
Yeah.
Luca would say you're the rah-rah.
Yeah, you're the rah
The
rah.
rah-rah. Yeah, the rah-rah.
That's a high compliment.
Yes.
I'm honored for that one.
You're the rah-rah. Yeah. So you've been doing this for a while. So what have you started seeing in the generation that you're ministering to now when it comes to this idea of attention, distraction, and spiritual focus that the rest of the church needs to understand and see that's happening with this generation?
That's a good question. I would say lately I think I've been encouraged. I think there's been a shift in students. For a while it was kind of kids are on their phones and not, but I think they are seeing a need to kind of go deeper in their walk with Jesus and their faith, and they are pushing for it to not be just something that is a Sunday or a Wednesday night youth group thing, but like they're seeing it as a calling. At least the students that I've been privileged to work with, and even other students that I've got outside of Harbor Light, where I think there's been a shift, a hunger for like it to become real. I think they're still trying to figure out that balance, because there is a big push for them to be busy all the time, and their schedule is so crazy. I got to talk with another youth pastor this week, and we were talking about, some of their student leaders, and they were trying to get them to 4 things a week. And I'm like, and they were wondering why kids were not coming.
Yeah.
They're so busy.
Yeah. Right.
And so I think they're trying to figure out that balance, but I'm encouraged to see that this generation is kind of getting excited and diving in deeper than previous ones. I still think the comparison game is huge. I think, just settling for less, either they're going to go all in, or they're just going to just settle and kind of just go through the motions.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one of the probably the things that I'm noticing.
I would think I think you're right on the money, because when I was a kid and in youth group, 30 some years ago.
How many years ago?
30 some years. Yeah. I don't remember life being as busy as it is for kids now. I mean, you had sports.
Yeah.
But, as far as all the other extracurricular stuff or the things that they're concerned about or thinking about or whatever, it just seems like things have ramped up quite a bit. You would think that as technology got better. I mean, when because we didn't have the internet, but then when the internet finally came out, I'm like, this is going to be cool. It's going to make life easier. It's not made life easier. It's actually complicated.
It's made life connected all the time.
Yeah.
I'm connected to everything.
Right.
It's interesting with students now. So I think about, cigarette smoking, right? My generation looks at that and thinks, man, why would you ever get sucked into that?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Man, I just don't see it. Right. So this is my hot take on students, because, I've seen a significant shift from my generation to the generation below me is I think they've seen their parents be and maybe even grandparents get addicted to their phones. Mm-hmm. And I think they're starting to see it. Mm-hmm. That's just my opinion on it. I think they're starting to see it because I've seen shifts in multiple different youth groups of students saying, I need to do something about my phone because this is not a healthy thing. Mm-hmm. Right. And because they see it.
Yeah.
And I'm encouraged by that. I'd agree with you, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm encouraged.
And along those lines, this year, we take the kids to Spring Hill Camp, and they've made a shift. They called it disconnect to connect. And so they basically asked us to say, hey, don't have phones at camp. And they weren't enforced, they weren't forcing kids. And I didn't go to the point of like taking phones. I just said, hey, disconnect. And I didn't have a whole lot of pushback.
Yeah.
In fact, I didn't. And in fact, the results that they were even getting as a camp is, kids were thankful for it.
Yeah. Wow.
And
that's so good.
They were telling one testimony of a girl that said, I don't even want my phone back after 3 days.
Wow.
Of just being able to disconnect.
That's great.
Finally make
absolutely right.
My camp that I run in the summer, we're a no cell phone camp, and our students don't have a problem with it. Who does have a problem with it? Their parents. Yeah, their parents have an issue with it because they're always connected with their kids.
Sure.
Yep.
So it's weird for them.
Yeah.
I think we brought that up in one of the episodes that AT&T mentioned in an article that they've started to have an uptick of people asking for landline phones to be back in their homes instead of having cell phones because they want to have the ability to still connect with family, but they don't want to do it on their cell phones anymore or through the internet. And so AT&T's like, well, most of that stuff that we put out there is old now. Like we don't even keep up on that stuff anymore. So they're having to learn in certain places like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're going to run landlines again in these areas because there's enough people wanting it. But it just shows how the whole society's beginning to shifting towards that. I don't think we're totally like boycotting everything, but the other thing too is like kids are looking for ways to get away from all of that that barrage, I guess, of all this stuff because like movie theaters last 5 years have said that kids, people that are of high school age are not coming to movies anymore. And because it's not something that's a big deal for them. It's not on the radar. Like when I was growing up, Saturday night, let's go on a date, go to a movie. Best thing, yeah, not anymore. And even the like Netflix and stuff has noticed that if they check their demographic, it's more people my age that are subscribers and that watch stuff on there, and it's not the kids anymore. So they're like moving away from that. They just don't want all that in their life. They want to have a break from it, And so it's a good shift.
Yeah, I think and ultimately that shift is brought about that, you come to a place of realizing what's significance and what's purpose and why do I exist in this world. And it doesn't take long if your eyes are wide open to be on social media or whatever media thing we're doing to realize it's going to fall short. It's going to not provide that. And something that, I'm so encouraged that I hear Pastor Matt as a dad of a junior in high school and a dad of an 8th grade student too within youth ministry is they hear oftentimes weekly that your life does matter to the kingdom of God. You do have significance and purpose. Your life is not just to consume the most things and have quote unquote fun and feel good, but it is to have purpose, significance, meaning, stuff that really is rich in life. And so, we know that I like to say, like when Jesus gets a hold of you, he'll ruin your life in the best possible way, right? Your plans, the stuff that you think is important, he'll just take it and turn it upside down. And I know all of us would sit there and say this, that
100%.
My life is not what I expected it to be before the Lord, but I would ask for nothing else other than this. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. And so to have a fulfilled life, to have meaning and significance that isn't just money or feeling good or whatever, I think that's what kids are after, certainly. And I'm so thankful for you, Pastor Matt, for providing that every week. And I just think that, if you're somebody who's listening and you got a high school or middle school student that's not plugged in at Harbor Light Youth Ministry, boy, oh boy, we'd love to see you. And
Absolutely.
They do such a good job of showing kids Jesus and inviting them into that amazing life.
Yeah, and it shows.
Yep.
Sunday was a good example.
Absolutely.
Of that,
Yep.
Absolutely.
Great group of kids.
Well, thanks, Pastor Matt, for being here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll try to schedule for another
not just
year.
have it
We got to get you in more,
Yeah,
right?
get you in more,
Good
yeah.
fit.
Well, I appreciate you having me, and
Yeah.
it's been good. I know we've kind of focused on kind of social media today, but my heart too is that idea of where we stare, we steer, goes so much farther than that. And all of us sitting around the table are walking with people right now who are struggling in different ways because not necessarily because they're staring at social media, but because they're staring at like a past hurt or a brokenness or difficulty. And I think it's easy for us to get into that trap of kind of letting that kind of be the thing that we're driving towards. And I think the reminder is just put your eyes back on Jesus.
Come on.
See
good.
see what he has for you.
Come on.
See what he wants to do in the midst of that brokenness and that pain, and remember what he did for you, so that you can do the same thing for other
that's
people.
great.
Yes.
And so
That's
where we're
good.
at.
Yeah. Well, that's. I think that we should wrap it up right
Yeah.
there.
Can I give the hey, this is why you should come to Sunday?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So we start our next series this Sunday called "Who Is This Man?" We're asking the greatest question ever asked is who is Jesus, and how you answer that question determines your entire eternity. And so we're going to look at some of the first century people who are asking the same question, who is this man? And they come up with some answers, and hopefully we're going to give you some answers so that you guys can come up with the answer to yourself of who is this man?
Is the commercial for it? Is that out on the internet now?
I don't know if it's out on the internet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
AJ, shout out to AJ.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, AJ's done a really good job making a bumper for it.
Yeah.
We were really impressed with it.
It's like George Lucas level.
He did a good job.
Yeah, it's
It
really
was a
good.
lot of work. And so we're super excited about it. And I think God's really wanting to do something through the series. And so make sure you come out. Make sure you invite a friend to come out. Pastor Gary's got this first week talking about how Jesus is the friend of sinners. So,
come on. You got to come out for that one.
Yeah.
Man, so this is the perfect opportunity to invite some people out with you.
Yeah.
This is kind of setting us up for Easter. A lot of those people that maybe that's the only week they're going to come. But invite them to be a part of it.
Be a part of the whole series.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Are we doing air fresheners for this one? Or?
No, we have business cards.
Oh, business cards.
No air
Business
conditioners.
Oh, man.
And I didn't order them, so Danielle gave me one this morning. They look like they're supposed to.
Oh, okay, good. So well, I missed that. I could go to the usher's room and my sinuses would clear up.
Listen, now they're in the back of my car, so every time I get in, it's a mix
Yeah.
of pine and
you can have the business cards in the
Cinnamon.
front and then those in the back. So
Literally
like a
on
mullet.
Wednesdays, I go in there to get the money box for the dinner, and my sinuses would clear up in that room. I'm like, this is amazing.
So a little shout out if you need some air fresheners. I still
Pastor
have
Matt's got the hookup.
He's got them,
Gotcha.
and they're free.
All right.
Yeah.
And they're free.
Thanks,
See you guys
thanks
later.
again, Matt.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Matt.
You have found us. More podcast, where we want you to know God more deeply. Find lasting freedom, discover your destiny and make an eternal difference. Now,